Good evening, everybody. Yes, even you over there. Yeah, I see you. I'm just kidding. You can have the code.
All right. Good evening, Zelda race fans. This is week 5 of the Swiss rounds. We have Bort and ChronoJJ. We also have Smile Fires in the background tracking. I'm joined in the booth by Triton. I think I said that right. How are you doing tonight?
I'll answer just have some fun. Trying to make brackets at this point. They're both in good position tonight. A win would basically secure it. And they are both very eager to do that, I would imagine. This one 130 has joined 135 races for Z1 Random, 116 of them, and Chrono's been in 77, won them 36 times. If you kind of want to tail the tape there, of course, Chrono's going to get that.
Sorry about that. For some reason, whenever someone transitions up or down from the live air thing, it goes blank for me. I don't know if you said anything. Okay. We're off.
All right, I'm attempting some microphone adjustments. I've been told there was an issue, and hopefully that has resolved it.
It's not you. It's been happening the last week. Anyway, Gannon's room is in level 4, not level 9 tonight.
Level 4, usually a pretty good one in these flags. It doesn't get segmented as much as levels 1 and 2 do these days.
Finals on Overworld.
Power Bracelet's the Armos item. How vanilla can you get?
At least it's next to this screen, which is the closest. Isn't it 4 red Lionels on this screen?
I don't know if it's 4, but yep, right enemy. And they're just as much as jerks as they are in vanilla, so, you know, exactly what you'd expect. I think I get a power bracelet check here. First one is a medicine shop.
Ocean. And
Do they start with the blue candle is asked in chat, and sort of. So it's on the first screen. It's not in their inventory, but they can pick it up at the first screen. Why did it have to be ropes? Actually a very good candle enemy because they love to run into that fire all on their own.
Yeah, they're kind of like fire. Oh, okay.
Gotta have heart. ChronoJJ finds the first of our choose any's. And 2 of them right next to each other.
Oh, you're not going to be upset with that in the early game. That white sword item could be the wand.
All sorts of useful options.
Wand is the most useful. And I would have to say Ninki at this stage.
Compelling argument for ladder, and of course, if you got the silvers, you'd know that everything else had to be in levels before 9. Early goings, but only the one level so far. We found level 4. We found our Armos item at the Death Mountain most check, which Chrono's about to find.
Maybe he'll be a little luckier with the push block one screen over.
Okay, Chad, I'd like to get you a little involved at the start. So tonight, where's the ladder? Get your predictions in now. Where is the ladder going to be? And I'm going to go personally with level 2.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we've got 9, and we will need Triforces from 5, 4, and 8.
5, 4, 8. And it's the Grave Medicine Shop in vanilla.
Level 3 is push block power bracelet required.
Let's have like bow or silvers in here.
Well, obviously not a required Triforce, but still has the chance to be required. This room's going to count as wand blocked, so it can't be the wand. That wouldn't be a segmented... No, if it was a segmented 3, the staircases wouldn't be right next to each other like that. One of those has got to be the item, though.
Well, couldn't the wand be there because you could kill everything in that room with the bow and arrow?
No, it's considered wand blocked. Rather than forcing you to have arrows.
Okay.
I got that clarification earlier in the tournament. But the Tridongos would actually be open, so that one is eligible to be the wand. And there's the letter. Hanging out at Vanilla 6. And we have Vanilla... Not Vanilla. We have level 1 at Vanilla's 8 location. Got a fury of levels here. So fast I didn't get them all written down.
And because I did comms last night, I'm confusing the flags a little from what is current, because we did bracket flags last night. And there was no money in that seed. But this seed, you're going to have the ability to find 3 large.
This could be it on level 1. First item check. Survey says the wand! Staircase item in 1 is the wand. Big one for Bort to get this early. Wow. And we get the white sword item as the raft, so only 2 chances for that to come into play. So of our required levels, we've only got the one of them so far. We found level 4 was the first level we found. 2 of the others remain outstanding. There's heart in 1. Not necessarily the dungeon heart. It could be the coast heart, too.
No, there was 2 hearts in there.
Oh. Okay. I didn't see the other one, but that answers that then.
Which is really good for a level 1. I mean, 2 hearts makes you eligible for the white sword item and gets you the item that you need to kill Gannon?
Magic boomerang on the coast. So this is going to be pretty critical. How much time does Bort get to make with that wand while Chrono is not getting to level 1? You can get a lot of combat done. And how much can you actually gain with it is going to be key.
Yeah, but he's not too far away. Real kicker is, will he dig it out?
It's early in one, you just got to get there. But right now, Bort isn't in any of the levels getting any of the things. This overworld, which, when the levels we have aren't required, I understand the play. Wow, all three of the choose-ins were in the northeast. Waterfall. Level 8 for Chrono.
And he went away from level 1. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's not shocking because he's looking for new things. So he went in a direction he hadn't been before. But you may not be able to do very much in the 8. While Bort is back into level 4, this play makes perfect sense to me. It's the one dungeon you have where Triforce is required. And now you got a wand to do this combat with. It could very likely be segmented, but that is an item and it's the recorder.
You're not ever going to be unhappy with that. Unless you find it in level 9 and you're trying to find Zelda. But usually, you're okay with it. And that's a shape.
Lots of Wizrobes. You can't kill them with the wand.
I'd like to. Just beat him over the head. Kind of like the Dark Nuts, but okay.
Bort found a compass in this very awkwardly shaped 4.
It does kind of remind me of First Quest 4. Somewhat. Am I wrong? Don't think Bort's found level 9 yet. Or no. Oh, wait. One of them did. Was it Chrono or Bort?
6 candle blocked. Gonna check and see if different enemies spawn in this room, and they do, so you don't have to fight the Wizrobes and get a bonus key for the trouble, which was probably the play. Well, the item in this 4, yeah, I think you gotta keep exploring. There's not that many rooms left. Hello, Dick Docker.
And
But not a staircase room, so it's one we can freely skip.
now it's a tea room, but this could be
Well,
the
they're looking
item.
for a staircase in 4, so
This could be it. is not.
Gotta have heart. Expanding Patra to be defeated. That's the aim. A lot of levels in this part of the world. 2, 6, and 8 all right next to each other. And you don't need to go left. That's the tea room. So this is probably just looking for a key. Get a 5 instead. Chrono's back into 2. Gonna try for a bomb. I'll see if you can save a key. And yes! No!
Oh, it's an
Still
even.
cost you a key.
Yeah, but it's an even swap.
Gotta find those thugs to get the red candle!
And there's value in that.
Not a ton when you already got the wand.
Yeah, but
If you don't have the wand, yes, still huge value in the red candle.
well, if you miss the burn bush while you're checking the overworld, you don't have to leave, come back. I didn't say it was a lot of value. I just said there's some. This guy doesn't understand prices.
And Chad,
34.88.
sorry to disagree with you, but that is not all of the repeatable offense because we don't have the bow and arrows yet. Alright, Bort gonna pick up a Triforce out of 4, the first Triforce of the game, and the first required ones. That Triforce. We already saw where it spawns. It spawns down here. There we go. Bort's got it. So what can you do with a wand that Bort has and Chrono does not so far? It's a Triforce and a red candle. The Bort is currently out of bombs. I think we did see a bomb shop and they were like 32.
I missed the bomb prices. I didn't see it.
Well, when in doubt, say the wrong thing and someone in chat will correct you.
I think that's
Alright, here's Chrono's gonna find level 1.
That's in what, about 10 minutes?
Right around that. Sport finds level 2. Now, they've been productive minutes for Chrono as well. I don't want to understate that. I talked about what Bort was able to get, but Chrono did pick up that recorder, which can speed up your overworld, and it can certainly be required in dungeons. Level 5 now for Bort.
And he's out of there.
Maybe he wants more bombs first?
Or maybe he wants to find the other required levels. I don't know.
He's got all of them now. That's 36 for the bombs. We do have a bomb shop.
That is expensive. A vanilla large secret of 100. Okay, so Bort hasn't seen it. It was Chrono that saw level 9 then.
Well, I can relate because I actually forgot to write down where 9 was. I do not have 9 and I don't have 7. I don't think we saw 7.
Does chat remember where 9 was? I'm thinking Lost Woods. Could be wrong.
I think 9 was earlier.
Oh, that's right. Grave Bomb
Great
Spot.
Bomb Spot south throat. Okay, gotcha. So just south of 3. Interesting. No sign of the ladder just yet. Of course, still pretty early for that, but in these flags, you get the wand that early, you kind of just lose the ability to complain about anything else. Like, no matter how trolly it is, it gave you the wand early. What do you got to complain about?
Yeah, but then again, you said the ladder's here in 2.
Chrono purchases the wood arrows, now has those in inventory, although you can't use them yet till you get the bow. Sometimes you're just sitting on money and don't know what to do with it. Gonna check vanilla too. For a thief. Now that is fair. Chad saying Bort not feeling 2 without the bombs, and totally fair to not be feeling level 2 without bombs.
Bort doesn't know it's quite required yet either, so. Also, or no, it's not required. It's Chrono just lost some more money. He's picked up 2 large secrets, and he's probably only got about half of each.
Probably, I think you buy that bait there. If you're maxed on money and you're not going to buy the blue ring, which most runners are not. Because even if you buy it, you still got money for bomb upgrade if you happen to luck into that in the dungeon. Level 6.
You know, it looks like a face.
Yeah, I was trying to be more specific in what I was going to guess, but it certainly does look like a face. Speaking of finding bomb upgrades, how about plus 6? Chrono immediately rewarded for being budget friendly. And finds the magic key in 5.
All those key prices are absolutely meaningless.
Yeah, so Chrono's starting to put some pieces together. Ladder and bow still have to be outside of 9. As far as what he's missing, everything else can be everywhere. But wow, early wand, early magic key, that's a lot of let's just take some blocks out of your path. And some heart.
And he is getting close to that magical sword or magical bomb upgrade.
You haven't seen it yet on the overworld, of course, but it's not something to sneeze at.
Call him Fred? Okay, Fred. He asked.
Still looking for the Triforce in this 5. There it is. Now Chrono's done with this 5.
And required Triforce are tied up. One apiece.
Yeah, if you're Chrono, I think you need to head back for 4 or back to 8. Like, we know that 4 doesn't have the answer. We know 8 not usually likely to hold the answer, but you need the Triforce out of them anyways. And Chrono doesn't know what those other 2 items are.
Now, if Bort knew that 6 was not required, do you think he'd be digging it?
It's hard to say, but if you're bored, look how many things he's missing. He doesn't have the bow, he doesn't have the raft, he doesn't have the ladder, he doesn't have the recorder. There's a lot of stuff missing, and at some point you just have to dig a level even if it's not the level you want to dig. But that bubble will keep that Triforce available as long as you don't leave the dungeon, so that's good news.
I suspect he's going to clear out the top half, probably go pick it up, which is not a bad play.
And also, sometimes you gotta make your calls based on the enemy sets. Like, this is... weird as it is to say, this with the Pulse Voice, this might be the easy enemy set of the 3.
Yeah. Well, compared to what's in 4 with blue rose robes, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, is it going to be faster to explore here versus 4? Not necessarily. I mean, not necessarily will 4 be faster to explore. So, enemy set's part of your calculation. We got to reverse C. If he gets the bow here, we're going to be spending the rest of the seed talking about how good a decision this was. The ladder works too. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to go back pick up the Triforce. Because that's a smart play if you don't know.
Take the refill, and if you get the recorder later, it just gives you a warp point, which is never going to be a bad thing.
Right, but he doesn't know it's not required, so you know where the Triforce is, go get it. That's all I'm really getting at.
And there's that Triforce. Yeah, I think I predicted ladder in 2. Ladder in 6 was called. That's a nice thing about putting chat to work on it. Somebody's gonna get it.
Ladder in 47.
I felt the need to point out, let's not underestimate the advantages that Chrono has right now. Chrono has the magic key. Chrono has that bomb upgrade. And already has the Triforce in the bank that is required, while Bort does not. So definite advantages on those counts. For Bort, though, that non-required 6 having the required ladder, well, to be fair, we don't actually know the ladder's required yet, we just assume. But it's a biggie. So to have that in the bank is a definite advantage as well.
I think Bort just picked up the bow.
Looks like it. Nice eyes for our tracker small fires to grab that. So that's when you start feeling really good, when you get ladder and bow in consecutive items.
And find out later that it was in a dungeon that's not required. So it gives you a leg up. Small leg up.
Yeah, now if Chrono has to go searching 2 not Triforce required dungeons, that might take a while to get to the right ones in the right order.
Yeah, because I think that bow was definitely ladder blocked. I know he crossed the Chevy room, but I don't know if that was the only path.
So for the path we saw, it was required.
Right. And
Chrono is in 4.
Chrono's doing the same thing that Bort did earlier.
Gotta be careful with those whiz ropes. They do love to give hugs, and we don't like to get them from them.
And clears the room, comes back. At least there's only one wizard now. There's no thank you to the candle.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like I said earlier, it's not as mission critical once you've already got the wand. Obviously, it's not a huge time loss to go pick it up, but it's not really a big gain of any kind.
Oh, in this flag set, it is not as useful. However, when you get the brackets, red bubbles are going to become a thing. So the value of candle boosting just went up. I think the punishment is slow link.
It's a Chrono. Now needs the Triforce at 8. There's another item hanging out in there. So probably best case for Chrono now would be it's a deep item and it's the silvers. Because if it's a deep item, Bort may just gamble silvers and 9.
I think that'd be the correct play right there. Gamble silvers on 9, unless you happen to find them somewhere else.
Yeah, but now if you're Chrono, you're looking for that bow, which can't be in 9. So I don't think you can leave the second item in 8 behind. Seven's on Candle Row.
And I think Bort's just on a 9 hunt because he just left.
I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, 7's got 1 item and it's huge. I'll come back if I have to.
Here's Chrono into 8. Needs the Triforce. Got the recorder earlier. There's another item here to be seen. Bort is also into 8, but gonna nope out. Looking for 9 to find out what's required.
Yep. As far as he knows, it's 2, 4, and 6.
Well, if it is, you're gonna just feel like you hit a home run. But even if you gotta dig one more out, having 2 would feel fantastic.
Yeah.
We know he's only got one of them.
Yep.
Push block, likely a transport. 8 is so big, it's usually segmented. You're usually going to have a transport, and you get a Patra. You get a Patra, you get a Patra. Everybody gets a Patra. Except Small Fires, he gets to take Dogger. Small Fires. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
Ugly blue wizard room.
This looks likely. No, there was a shredder. Okay, never mind.
Another ugly one.
Bombs on the floor. Nice to see, because you know you're done. I like the heads-up play to check those troll bomb spots, because that'd be a long way back.
Yeah. And I think that's the recorder room. 10. So 2 of the 3 secrets were vanilla price. 10 and 100.
Bort still wants level 9. It's been a long time coming, honestly, for this searching that's been done.
Yeah, and he'll get to it in about a minute, provided he doesn't die.
But Chrono has taken so many hits. I feel like the blue ring would actually be an advantage. Cut down on your healing, cut down on your deaths. This is never going to be a bad thing. Chevy room. Is that required to get the other item?
Or required for trains. It could have been the Triforce.
Got the raft for Bort, which I believe we have now ruled out as being required. Should have taken the left turn at Spectacle Rock. You got lost on the way to Pismo Beach. Okay, this is underneath the Chevy room, so ladder not required yet in 8.
Nor is that required.
Oh! That stings! Did another wand hit. I think you gotta go back there, honestly. What if it's the Triforce?
Bort in level 3. He's one screen away from knowing that it's level 9. Is one screen below this power bracelet.
We don't know the item out of 3 yet, so a lot of potential here. This was a possible one, but I just said it couldn't be the wand earlier. Yeah, here we go.
Banana.
Transport.
I want to say banana for level 3.
Then this was the 3 Dodongos. Feed them their dinner and put them to bed, because we gotta push. We got a block to push.
Oh,
You did that.
okay.
And you're not apologizing either. Wood boomerang in 3. And Bort is finally going to locate level 9.
But here's the thing. He knows it's a banana in 3, so he knows he doesn't have to come back to that 3 to find silvers.
Chrono has the Triforce out of 8. It was guarded by that Patra. Triforce go mode, but no bow. So you're still digging items out of levels at this point. The nearest one to here is 6, which he does not have the ladder out of. See if he goes that direction. I also don't think he's discovered 7 on Candle Row yet.
No.
This is 2, which he doesn't have the item out of. No, I'm sorry, this is 2, which he doesn't have the item out of. 6 is 1 north of here.
And the item is at the bottom. We know Bort went through a Chevy room. Just don't know if it's required. This could be the map.
It's level 2, so you're worried about a floor drop. You gotta kill some of these rooms that you wouldn't maybe want to. It is the map!
Oh, and that ladder is required, definitely. Because I'm pretty sure that Chevy room is... Well, it's either the second room down under the E or the single room. Ladder is required to get the bow.
Bort searching 5, or at least part of 5, to see if the silvers happen to be handy.
Will not be upset with the any key.
If he sticks around that long.
But he should pick up that key regardless.
Yes, which is what he doubled back for, but if you're bored, you can gamble on silvers in 9 because you got to explore 9 anyways. There's the Chevy room.
Yep, and then it's 100% ladder required.
Alright, now the good news for Chrono is the way this works out, 6 just happens to be the closest level, and it just happens to be the one that has the ladder.
But it's all the way at the top. Oh no, that was where the Triforce was. But it was still near the top, but on the left side.
Chrono is not searching for Triforce, so he's just looking for staircases.
That's a shape. I'm gonna say the key was like 3 rooms down from the Triforce.
This is set up well for Chrono to go quickly through this dungeon, which is what he needs. Bort is looking through 5. Needs the Triforce, and then we'll head over to 8. And be a big question how much time Bort spends digging 8.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even see the other item in 8 because I think there was a couple ladder blocks.
Yeah, Chrono found the Triforce guarded by Patra, took it and left.
He wants to go to. Chrono wants to go left and up a couple of rooms. Oh. Bort can pick up the magical bomb pack.
Always nice to know you don't have fight Gleek. Shoes are in fact optional for watching Z1 Rando.
Oh. I don't know, is Link actually wearing shoes?
Yes. They're brown.
Okay.
I
Ooh,
assume
that was a
they're
nice
elf
kill.
like shoes.
That was a nice kill of that four-headed Gleeok.
Yeah, didn't want to up A to get back out of it, so opted for the combat and took care of business well. Also was able to afford that bomb upgrade here as well. The same one Chrono got earlier.
It could be interesting. It could be the had Chrono gone up the left side. I didn't see it, but it could have been ladder blocked. So you might have to take the long way around.
Got Wizrobes being jerks, but what else is new? We're getting through it. Room. We still need the... Chrono still needs the bow. We still need to see the silvers. You do need the ladder out of 6 to be able to get the bow. To be able to get into 9. Bort still trying to complete the needed Triforce pieces for that. Chrono's already got it. So we have ourselves a race as these runners are trying to complete the pieces the other one has.
And Bort, key problems are now solved. And he pretty much full cleared this 5.
Well, fair play. Chrono on the other side has just about full cleared this 6.
Yeah, this is the Triforce room for Chrono.
Which you know you don't need.
Ladder is down and 2 to the left, or 2 down and 1 to the left. Or maybe 2 and 2.
The old man hates reading.
Okay.
Bort now looks to be heading over to 8.
Yes. I think 8 was this screen.
There you go.
And
yeah, this makes sense. It's the last Triforce piece you need. The big question is, how much time does Bort spend searching for items?
Now, with this color palette, those blue Wizrobes are almost invisible.
Regular chameleons, I say. Not comedians, but chameleons. think this was the recorder.
No,
Nope,
the
it's transport.
the recorder was in that right hand stair that was straight to the right of going in.
Chrono
But that's the
wants to know where
that's
this
the
item
Triforce.
is.
I think he's been in the room, but he didn't clear it or check it. Oh! Taken down.
Is that the same thing that happened to Bort? Is that a different room?
Could have been the same thing, but possibly different rooms. Now, do you search for an
Found the
item?
Triforce, but still gonna look for items. Patra being a boss doesn't respawn, so it doesn't cost you much.
Oh. No, he hasn't been in the room. There was a bomb wall to the north. But
Bort's got the Triforce out of 8. I have to
if he-
assume he's going to 9 from here. I mean,
yeah, if he goes back in and goes straight to the right, 2 rooms, that's where the recorder was. But I don't hate this because there might not be a big dogger in 9. Although, where's he going?
shop maybe, get the bait.
Oh,
Or in any road.
road.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
work. That's pretty close.
JJ needs to get in the E column, the second room down. That's where the ladder is. Level 9. And here's the thing for Bort. Let's say silvers are not here. Where's the first level you go?
Chrono a little high to get this block clip. Now overcorrecting a little low. There it is. I always had the easiest time from underneath because I could watch Link's ears. And when the floor line is running through Link's ears, you're lined up correctly.
I always look at the top of the hat with the little square on the top of the push block. Try and line it up that way.
As for where you might look,
This is the ladder room.
one is out. 8 has the second item. It may take you a while to navigate, but it's the closest. But it's probably got the fewest rooms that you have to explore. So it's a weird one, but I think 8 might be the correct play. Now, does Chrono go straight back to a 2?
Yes.
Yes, Chrono does go straight back to 2.
Because he's done over half the level. And there's only a few rooms left. I do the same thing.
Yeah, and the bow has to be outside of 9 is the other thing here, so
Yeah.
you know that, you know you're looking for it.
Yeah, if it's silvers, you go to 9. If it's the bow, you're not going to 9 yet. He's like, yeah, compass, don't care. And I think this is the bow room. Yeah, it was in the Bull's voice. This is the bow room. Is this the stair? No, it is not the stair that has the item.
Gonna need those silvers, so nothing is certain as of yet, except that we are not done. Killing everything but that pulse voice room.
Yeah. And he's gonna have to kill the pulse voice room, be able to get to the last two rooms on the left, because it's a shutter door.
Hey Chad, how you doing tonight? You having fun out there? Where's the silvers? Let's hear it, chat. Where's the silvers? You will be graded according to your answer.
Hyrule.
That answer is a D minus.
All right, chat. You can do better than me.
Silvers are in another castle. That's not even Hyrule. That's an F. Eight is a valid option. That is at least a C. That good does not have the silvers. That's an F. There's a blue ring for Chrono. Did he up A out of the pulse voice?
I don't know. I was looking at chat.
Died in the bow room. Oh no. Okay,
Died in the boat.
going back. This is good. So he armored up with the blue ring, and he's going back.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense because he's only got 3 rooms left.
Silver's our last location. That is not necessarily true. You can still stumble into Red Ring not looking for it. So that's a D plus answer. The curve is not going well for the class today.
Silvers are in a baguette.
That reminds me of the most random Napoleon story. So he went to Egypt, which is how you get the Rosetta Stone, because Napoleon went to Egypt. Just, let's not overanalyze that, it just happened. And while he's there, he gets furious over the fact nobody knows how to cook French food, so he, like, captures some prisoners, and he demands their cooks learn how to cook a baguette.
And Chrono did pick up the bow. I saw the pickup.
I didn't promise it was an interesting story, I said it was a random story. Alright, Bort looking through 9.
And I don't believe we've seen one Dig Dogger in this 9 yet, but all it takes is 1.
And in the right place. Also not seen a bait block yet. That is still possible to be in 9.
And I'm thinking JJ is looking for a potion shop because he burned both of his. Or to any road.
I mean, I feel like this is a seed that took a while for starting with early wand. I mean, I called this that you can't complain about what the seed does to you when it gives you that early wand, but that doesn't mean it's going to be an easy road from there.
Correct.
Chrono's into 3.
I think he is gambling 3 for silvers.
I think he's gambling silvers not in 9, which that's not a bad play. When people are behind, they tend to think, well, I gotta go to 8, I gotta go to 9, I gotta go to 9, I gotta go to... Get some of that mindset. But that's the most likely play that your opponent made. So if you think you're behind, the correct play is actually look everywhere but 9. Because you got a better chance to make an advantage that way.
And, sir, you have arrows. Kill the pulse voice with arrows.
Right in Gannon's room, but the bomb did go off, so knows that path's not required. I'm surprised one of the things grabbed heart. But we never saw the magic sword upgrade.
Not interested in the heart. I think CJ is crying right now. Maybe redeemed.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, is CJ in the chat and maybe he goes, let me mess with him? That'd be funny. Now, here's the thing. Bort knows it's the banana in 3.
Bort has seen the item in 4. He just didn't get that candle, but he did see it.
Bort picked up the candle. JJ didn't pick it up.
Correct. That's what I was attempting to say, where it's hard.
Ooh. Holy. Big boy.
Yeah, that looks like a 9.
I don't think we saw the maps for 7 or 8, did we?
Well, we only saw like one room of 7. We've seen the entrance. I don't even think Chrono has seen 7.
I'd see the map for 3. Oh. The item is under the 3 Dodongos. One room to the right. Or
That's
left,
right.
rather.
Yeah, this was a transport.
And this
Right.
is the...
Got enough bombs
Boomerang.
to do this.
You probably didn't want to spend the bombs. Which I don't blame him. You don't
Yeah,
get
this is a top tier annoying enemy in swordless.
And a top tier enemy in any seed is one that roll bats or gels that roll up.
So Chrono has seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't have level 7, so if he's going to gamble outside of 9, he's got to go back to 8. That's
Right,
his only option right now.
Kind of like this because he's I'll switch to the arrows. What are you doing? Bombs? I thought he was gonna pick up the Triforce so he could pick the quick whistle back.
And into 9, which of course is the closest dungeon. You know what? That makes a ton of sense to dig the item out of the closest dungeon to 9 on your way.
Or at least get the Triforce.
He got that before the item.
Okay. Oh yeah, if he has to leave to go to 8, he can just record her back quick.
Question in chat, why not 7? Chrono didn't see it, only Bort saw it. So I was reasoning through what could Chrono quickly do. Because if you're going to search for silvers outside of 9, you've got to be able to do it quickly or it's not worth doing. So, searching the overworld for level 7 is not a quick thing.
And Zelda is all the way to the left. Not sure if Bort has been up over there. Uh-oh. But he came out of this transport. So he knows that dig dogger is not hiding the silvers.
That's a little reassuring, but right now you got to be worried about how infested with dig doggers this 9 is.
Yeah. Well, he dodged a bullet on 1. But all it takes is 1. Oh, Bort definitely has the exploration advantage. He's been in here for what, about 10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
That doesn't mean anything. All it takes is the correct turn at Albuquerque, as
But
Bugs
for
Bunny would say.
that exploration, though, Bort's got the map, got the compass, but no, neither of the items. That's a little surprising.
And when I first started playing Randomizer, I was taught by Dave, Panzer Dave, once you know where Zelda is, go get the path, because if you're looking for silvers, she could be on the way. If you're looking for Gannon, or he could be on the way, or it could be. And Gannon is just 1 room down. This could be silvers right here. And then she's just 2 rooms up.
Survey says the book.
Wow. I might as well take it.
The occasion, I'd probably leave it.
No, because silvers could be in 7. You only seen 1 room of it. It's mapped to 7. Or mapped to 8. I do
There's
totally
certainly
get
a
what you're
chance.
saying. Chance?
And Red Rings at 9. We gotta go elsewhere to look for the silvers.
All right. What's left? 8 has 1 and 7.
8 has 2 from Bort's perspective, so I think that's pretty automatic.
He's not
He
going.
did not get the recorder, so from looking at it from where Bort is sitting, that's 2 items instead of just 1. For us, does that mean it has to be 7?
No,
7 or second and 8?
Yeah, it's a 50-50. But I go to 8 just on the basis of you haven't seen much in 7. If they're by definition, you got less rooms to look through in 8.
Yeah, I mean, there's less exploration required for 8 than there is 7. That's a compelling argument. We haven't seen the enemy set here to see that it's dark nuts to decide whether or not enemy set tips the direction at all.
And in that level 9, all 4 items, Gannon, Princess, and both items are on the very left side of that dungeon. I think it was item, Zelda under the L, and Gannon was somewhere in the E.
So it was pushing an hour ago when we got that wand, and it's like, well, that's pretty nice of the seed. The game has jokes, though, when it comes to the placement of these silvers. We know they're not in 9. Are they deep in 7? Are they shallow in 7? Are they way down there in 9, but not that many places to explore? Here's a possibility. It's a transport. You gotta take it.
You gotta take it because then, you know, for a fact, the next room, next stair, will be either silvers or bomb upgrade. And that's a stealth room. I just up A, go back.
Yeah, you can up A out of this.
Or die. Either one works. I don't know, takes a transport.
I always prefer that when exploring nines. It's like you're ruling out staircases twice as fast when you take transports.
And then the exact same thing that Bort did. Oh, he survived the room.
Yeah, that just... Well... That's what it is.
All right. So there's only one transport in 7 because it's not segmented. So the next staircase he finds guaranteed to be bomb upgrade or silver. Which do you pick?
I mean, you're not gonna be... You're going to be upset if it's not the silvers, but you're not going to be mad that you got a bomb upgrade.
Especially since you have to dig another level and you only got currently 2. They're going to be part of this 5 block. Chrono has the compass.
That was the start of things going right for Bort.
He's out of bomb upgrades. Or bombs. So bomb upgrade wouldn't be bad because he already bought the... Or no, that was Chrono.
They both purchased them.
Okay. So that would give him... What, 16 bombs right off the spot for the refill?
Is it only +2 or is it +4?
Oh, mags and silver or white sword bomb upgrade are 2.
Okay.
The when you purchase the bomb upgrade, that is 4 to 8 in this flag set.
Yeah, it has the minimum 4. There we go. Old man, you may be right.
You might be.
I did actually have that once. Quite a while ago. But I managed to bug hunt for Fred. The seat didn't have a level 1.
Well,
All right,
Chrono's
we
in
didn't
the
get to go
right
north from
corner.
here. This was the troll segment staircase.
Required room.
And a wall master for good measure. Gotta have heart. We really never saw Death Mountain, which is where that upgrade's gotta be.
Well, at least Chrono's on the correct side of the level now.
And has found a path to Zelda.
Is this the answer? No. A lot of Chevys.
I think by now, it's probably like, why didn't I go check 8? You gotta finish what you started, but part of you has to be wondering, did I really have to check 7 over 8? And that was the troll room below us, so Bort doesn't need to check a bomb wall. There's the Triforce, which would be a troll. Oh, that would be a bad time to get Y-forced.
He almost did. He almost did.
Hello, Leok.
A lot of Chevys up in this area. 4 rooms left. Or 3.
More wall masters, because of course there's more wall masters.
Oh, when Chrono figures
Yo,
out...
moment of truth. It is the silvers! The move pays off for Bort. A big decision, and Bort is rewarded with the silver arrows. It's time to get back to 9 as fast as possible.
Okay. Now, I know he has a path to Gannon. Does he have the path to Zelda?
So much 9 exploration that... And if he doesn't necessarily have it, it shouldn't take too long to get it.
Yeah, but all it takes is one dig dagger. And we know there's at least one in 9.
Oh, we've seen 2 in 9, but I'm pretty sure neither is required.
Well, the one on the far left isn't.
Chrono has found Gannon. Gonna try bombing to the left. Didn't get to see it go off, though. The hug was too quick. I think he's already been there, though. Still, Chrono, having all the same troubles that Bort did in this 9, is not finding those items quickly, which is what he needed. For Bort, though, here's Gannon, which is exactly what he needed. Clean, stun lock, good fight against Gannon in this moat room. Silvers are fired, down goes Gannon.
Goes up. Is the door here? No. I
No
think
help
the
from
door.
that room
I
at all.
think the door's at the top. 'Cause I think he was in the room below Zelda. Yeah, he's not even trying to go over.
Yeah, I think you had to take staircases to get over to the L column.
Well, he knew the location, but he didn't have the path. Ooh, if there's a dig dagger in this room, it doesn't matter now.
And there it is. Bort has found the bomb wall, has found the open shutter door, and has found Zelda to win this one with a 117-32. GG's for Bort. Chrono just found the book.
And you need that map for 7 because
The
That was
map was pretty early in
mini.
7.
yeah, but that's very linear. And here's the other item in 9.
There's a Bort who has to be very happy to be done with this seed.
Yes, we welcome in the race winner.
Thank you. Hello.
Well, I think we
How
have to
goes it?
start with the big decision you faced between 7 or 8. What lay you to 7?
Honestly, I felt like after I wasted a lot of time in 9 that he would likely be going to 8 first. We needed the Triforce out of 8, right? Maybe? I can't remember. But I went to 7, hoping that was like the opposite play he would do.
Well, it turns out you're exactly correct, as we just saw Chrono finish with 9 and has gone into 8. But to look for a second item in Chrono's case, because the first item was the recorder.
Yeah, I actually never found either item in there, so it probably would have been the smarter play to go there.
Yeah, The recorder was like 3 rooms in if you went to the door to the right. It was a right-hand staircase.
Oh, yeah. Well, I went only 1 room to the right, not 2.
Yeah.
Well, I said some fateful words early on when we saw that wand fairly early. I'm like, you kind of can't complain about whatever the seed does to you after that, but boy, does this one made you work for it.
Yeah, I mean, mostly 9, I guess, and finding the silvers. 9 was huge.
Well, you also had to exact order the bow. You had to go through 6 to get the ladder before you could get the bow out of 2.
Oh, true. But they were
And
right
both
next
of
to each
those were
other.
non-required Triforce dungeons.
Yeah. Yeah, but I went into 2, I saw that, I couldn't get past there, and I went into 6, found the ladder right away, and then just went back to 2. Well, I wouldn't say right away, but found it eventually, and then went right back to 2.
Found the bomb upgrade and says that's enough. So that would have been a nightmare 7 to go through at this point, anyways. But yeah, by now Chrono knows that's where it has to be.
Yeah, by the time I went to 7, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was fairly small, and I had the red ring at that point, but if you had to go there earlier, it would have been a lot harder.
Actually, I think part of that is Chrono doesn't have 7. Chrono didn't find it on the overworld. Only you had that choice, really.
Oh.
Yeah, he never did Candle Row.
Chrono! That was the seed.
Hold on, I can't hear anything.
Alright, we'll give Chrono a minute. Of course, kept it competitive the whole way. It's just one where the silvers were. We never saw the magic sword upgrade, which I'm guessing is up on Death Mountain, because we never really went around bombing Death Mountain. Now we might have a Chrono.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, there you are. Well, that was a seed.
Wasn't that bad. I just couldn't find silvers. I assume they were. I hope they were in 7 because that's the last spot I think they could be, according to me.
You are correct, sir. Deep in 7. It was a long
And
7.
Where was 7? I never even found 7.
Candle
Candle
Row.
Row Vanilla Magic Shield.
You act like I know where the vanilla magic shield is, but I know where
East
Candle
of
Row
4.
is.
The top left corner of Candle Row.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I never.
The other one's to
managed
choose
find
any
it.
heart, so I mean, if nothing else.
Yeah. Ah, well, yeah, I was hoping they'd be in 9.
Me too.
Weren't we all?
They were not, though. After like 70 rooms or however big 9 was.
Yeah, in the end, the 2 items were very
Right next
easy
to
to
each other,
find. Yeah. You just had to go the right way.
Yeah, that was the last way I went, though.
Same for. I think I had like 2 rooms left in the bottom.
Yeah, you must have had to bomb down from those. Well, actually, you know what? There was one room that was blocked by a dig dogger, and I didn't have the recorder. So they could have been that way.
Okay, well. Well, good game. You must have played pretty well. I didn't
Yeah,
think
thanks,
I was
you
too
too.
bad.
No, I thought I played pretty well in this seed, to be honest, so... But after I went through 9 and didn't came up empty, I was like really worried at that point.
Yeah, if I would have known where 7 was, I would have considered going in there first, but I didn't know where 7 was.
Yeah, I had already found it after I think I got into 9 maybe like 55 minutes or something like that. But you know, getting out of there at like an hour and 10 or an hour and 15 with nothing, I was like, oh, he's gonna go to 8 first. So if they're in 8, I'm already gonna lose. So I just went to 7 instead.
Yes, 8 was just the white sword upgrade. trying to think what time I went into 9. You must have been ahead of me by a little bit.
Bort had you into 9 by close to 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that seems about right. I wasn't bad, but wasn't quick.
Yeah, but the bow exploration was a pretty big difference.
Yeah, I didn't get bow till late, and then I forgot I had bow and arrows, so I was still fighting those stupid bunnies with my wand.
Yeah. After I fought a few of them, I went straight over there and bought the arrows to avoid that.
Yeah, 2 required items were very deep in those levels. A ladder, way deep in 6, and silver's way deep in 7.
Yeah, was ladder required? I assume it was.
Yeah.
It was required for the
required to
bow.
get the bow.
Okay, yeah, I never really paid a whole lot of attention once I had it.
You had to go through the Chevy room to get to that bunny room, 1 room lower in 2.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Stupid too. But anyway, well, thanks for watching and casting and streaming. And I'm gonna get going to bed, licking my wounds.
That's fair enough. It's understandable. Bort, any final thoughts?
Oh, just GG's again, JJ, and thanks to everyone for putting together the restream. I always have fun with these things, so really appreciate it.
They gave us a race all the way along. Smile Fires gave us the tracking. Greatly appreciated. I've been Trenton. It's been fun. Freedom Fighter, take us home.
All right. I want to thank Bort and Chrono. Excellent race. Hope to see more good stuff from you too. Thank you, Creighton. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But we also have our awesome tracker, Smile Fires. And this is it for tonight. I checked the schedule. The other race that started slightly after us is already finished. There is going to be a few more races tomorrow. Nothing else scheduled tonight. There's 2 tomorrow, one 8 p.m., one 10 p.m. Eastern's time. So come on by and check it out. And with that, I thank every one of you for watching. Have a good night.